Hi quilters, welcome to AccuQuilt Live. I'm Pam Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert. Hey, thanks for staying with us and joining us today. And Leslie, no, you're not late today. Hey, a huge shout out to our live stream team. They are all on the nice list. All right, so where's everybody watching from? We'll look real quick. We have Sandra from North Logan, Utah. We have lots of people wishing us a Merry Christmas, and to you as well. All right, hey quilters, let's showcase some projects that we used in our intro. Oh, Emily's here. Thank you, Brock. I'm just going through the thing. Emily's here.
Here I am.
There you are. How are you, my friend?
I'm back in business. I'm excited to be here.
We're all a little off our game this afternoon.
That's okay.
Are you all ready for Christmas?
Not as ready as you are.
Okay.
I did do some shopping though. Yesterday on my day off, it was a nice,
Yeah.
Had to have everything, getting all my ducks in a row. So
There you
slowly
go.
but surely.
Just have a few days. All right, so now let's showcase some projects from our intro video. First up is Kathy T. Okay, we love this because it has so many of our favorite applique dies. So Emily, you want to talk about the dies that we used here?
Yes. Okay, so we have the Northwoods Medley. We have the Gnome, of course. We've got Pam's pickup truck,
Yes.
as well as the camper die there hiding in the back. And then we were talking about this before the show, that the fire was made from the gnome beard and then his little feet.
His little feet make the sticks. No gnomes were hurt in making this table runner. It's darling, Kathy. We love it. All right, next we have a project from Linda. So, okay, Linda, we want to know, is this representative, is this your family? All my words are gone. Because look at those cute little gnomes and then the trees.
Adorable.
For a tree skirt. All right, last up we have Patty. Okay, did you not love these?
Oh yeah, they're so pretty.
So pretty. I love the different blues and the whites and the silver. And Patty, you can tell she is like a real quilter because she has rulers on a pegboard wall.
Exactly.
Hang them. They
That's
look
a
fabulous.
perfect place to hang them.
All right, quilters, today we're talking about Chinese lanterns, so here's your chance. Here's my photo of the day. Okay, I love salt and pepper shrimp, and we here from the whole studio decided that there's a great Chinese restaurant in Omaha called Three Happiness, and we love everything from there. So the question of the day, since we're talking about Chinese lantern, is what is your favorite Chinese food? So Miss Emily, what's your favorite?
I've been a big fan of General Tso's chicken for ever and ever and ever.
Okay, is it spicy?
It's like tangy with a little bit of a kick, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
it's not too spicy?
Not too spicy.
Okay. I love Mongolian beef as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
in the comments section today, we want to know what's your favorite Chinese food. Hey, be sure and check out the AccuQuilt website for some great deals and discounts. Today I'm giving away one of our Go Chinese Lantern dies. Be sure to register for future events on the AccuQuilt event page for your chance to win. By registering, you'll receive event emails and you'll never miss an exciting tutorial. The amazing Emily will announce the winner of our registered viewer at the end of our show. All right, we're super excited about this die. I love it.
So fun.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the project behind me is the Go Gemstones wall hanging. And to make blocks for this, here is your supplies. You're gonna need the Go Chinese Lantern die, 6x24 mat, 3 fat quarters in corresponding colors, or you could totally use scraps, the Go 2.5-inch strip die, and a 10x24 cutting mat to make this project. Isn't it so pretty?
So cute.
I just love everything about it, okay? All right, so today we're gonna show you how to cut and sew a block from the Chinese Lanterns die. I forgot to take my shoes off, so hang on while I do that. All right, so this is what we call a block on board or a bob die. That means all the shapes you need to make an 8-inch finished block are on one die board. So let's take a look at the shapes. So here we have some really nice big half square triangles. And then we have these 2 other triangles that you wouldn't find anywhere else in any of our dies.
No.
They're all screen printed to help you keep track of your pieces. And today that's really important so you don't confuse the B and the C. We've screen printed the letters. We have 2-tone foam so we can show you where to lay your fabric. And we have these great specialized dog ears. So from this point here to this point here is going to be a perfect 1/4 inch seam. So this is such a great starter bob die. If you're new to AccuQuilt, if you've never had a bob die, if you've only ever used our cube, this is a great one to start with, and it makes such a beautiful block. Now, it's on a 6x24 die board, so it's gonna fit through all of our cutters, including the Go Me. All right, so here's the block that it makes. Isn't this so pretty?
Oh, super gorgeous.
I just love that it's just all the solids.
Exactly.
I just think it's so stunning.
Yes.
Okay. Now it has 3 colors, and this is the pattern on the packaging. So don't forget, every time you go to the website, you can look and download the product, the block assembly instructions. There's a coloring page. There's a video that the lovely Erica and I made on how to cut and sew a block. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're looking and think, gosh, I wonder, where can I find more information about it? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay fabric on our die, and I wanna talk real quick about the fabric. So we're gonna start here with shape C. So you could choose, I'm gonna use only solids today.
Sure.
So I can fan fold my fabric back and forth because it's solid.
Right.
If you're gonna use a pattern fabric, I'm gonna show you a trick about that in just a second, okay? So, and I want my other shapes here to be kind of a corresponding, I guess, right? So you have a lighter and a darker, and then the background is black. Now, this is a great project you could take and put on Go Quilt, and maybe you want to change the colorways that you were thinking about. Emily, do you like these colors, or is there a different color that you would kind of choose?
Okay, I was literally just noodling this around in my head. So this reminds me of like a scintillating diamond, right? Like a la Marilyn Monroe, like diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Sure.
I would probably do like the white, like, clear, maybe even some sparkly fabric diamonds.
Oh.
And then lanterns, I should say, and then create like the background with pink.
Oh, that would be pretty. So would you use like a sparkly white and then like maybe a yellow?
Yeah, like a yellow or even like a gray, like a little, just kind of a little bit more muted to kind of give it that dimension.
Okay.
Because that's, I don't know, that's just what it screams to me when I see it is the diamonds.
Okay, well, we can all tell where Emily's head is today, thinking about diamonds. I love that. Okay. So when you lay your fabric down on the die board, you want to remember to take the lengthwise grain of the fabric. I purposely left the salvage edge on here for you. This is the lengthwise grain. You want it parallel to this lengthwise blade, okay? And we have great instructions on how to find that lengthwise grain. It's nice and tight, look. Okay, this is the bias, look how stretchy. You want the tight there.
Definitely.
Okay, now here's our tip. If you're using pattern fabric, and I'm going to show you the block here. Okay, so we're going to say that this is the dark. You want one of your pattern facing up, and then if you're going to use it for the other one, you want it facing down, or just to keep, that way you can see how the pieces are going to fit in the block. So up and down, and we'll show you how it lays out on the block. I'm going to tell you, if you're using pattern fabric, for sure you want to make a test block, okay? And I think it would be really pretty to make it with pattern fabric and solids.
Ooh, that would
right? So right here in the center, maybe this is just the 2 pieces that are patterned, and then the rest are solid.
Oh, that'd be
I just think it's such a great versatile block to kind of really think about colorway.
Yeah.
You know, as we get ready for a new year, color is something we talk about a lot. And this is really a great die to kind of practice with color. All right, so I'm gonna put my 6x24 cutting mat. I'm gonna use my Go Big because I can. And Emily, while it's cutting, tell us what kind of Chinese food do people like?
Let's see. Well, our own Alyssa says that she's a huge fan of lo mein and beef chop suey.
I love lo mein.
Lo mein is, ugh.
Lo mein noodles, carbs for days.
Seriously. And Katie loves crab rangoon, a girl after my own heart.
Oh, crab rangoon are good.
Love, 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 love.
Do you prefer those over egg rolls?
You know, it depends on the egg roll, because there are some, like, it depends on the place, you know, because there's some egg rolls out there that are, like, top notch, and I could 50-50, Pam, you know.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to give it a little love here. Slide, don't lift. We're all thinking about Chinese food.
We are.
And we were laughing earlier about how we should maybe go to 3 Happiness for lunch, but the weather outside is frightful here in Nebraska
It is.
today. Okay. So I'm going to lay out. These 2 blocks are the same. These 2 blocks are the same. Okay? See how they are?
Right.
All right, so I'm going to lay them out so they work. Okay? All right. So I'm going to start here with my half square triangle. Okay, and I need 2 of them, so I'm going to get 2 half square triangles. I cut so many of them. And then this is my shape B. Okay. Now listen, make sure you lay them out right. In your quilting head, you want to make sure those dog ears match up, right? Well, those edges match up. We've cut off the dog ears. Okay. And then we're going to lay out some of our shape C.
Guess what, Pam?
Tell me.
Pat, so one of our viewers, Pat F, says that she just bought a sparkling Moda fabric to do just what I was talking about.
Seriously, Pat, share with us.
I know, I want to see the pictures so bad.
Share with us. We want to see
I
that.
want to see how it comes to life, like little sparkle action.
Pat, will you tell us in the comment section what color is your background?
Ooh, yeah, what color's the
Because
background?
if you bought
Pat?
sparkly white for like Moda for this, what color is your background?
Exactly.
Probably a dark, right? But maybe a pink.
Could be. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, so many options. So
Many options. Okay. All right, so while I lay this out, then I'm gonna go the other way and lay these out, and then we're gonna start sewing. And the reason I wanna do that is so that I can show you how to, if you have patterned fabric, right? Okay,
Yeah, that's a whole nother ball game.
that is. And I make sure I have 2. Okay, and then I have 2 here. Okay.
Let's see too.
Oh, see, look, we got to do this. This is why we, see, I did not lay all my fabric out. I know, this is why we practice.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we'll cut some more here in just a second. Because you also need the opposite colors. Here, I thought I had all my fabric laid out. But it's okay, because I want to show you this. Okay,
Love this. Ooh. and
see how we laid them up and down?
Oh, I see what you did there. Yes. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
And those straight edges come together as opposed to like you can with those corners, right? Yeah.
Right, right, see
That's
how that
one
works?
Great way to look at that too.
All right, so hang on, because we're going to cut some more fabric here in a minute. Look, we have plenty. We'll show you how to subcut it. Okay, so we're going to start here. This is great chain piecing. So we're going to start from our shape C and sew it to our shape B.
Sure.
Okay, and then we're going to press those open. I was so sure I had all of that ready. That's okay. All right, here we go. Okay, Emily, tell us what Chinese food people are wanting to eat.
Yes, and while we're on the topic of like fabric choice and stuff like that, Pamela has a great question.
Okay.
She's wondering, do you think an ombre fabric would work well with this dye? She just bought a bunch on sale and needs ideas.
Oh, okay. So for those of you who wonder what ombre is, ombre has light colors at the top, and it kind of gradiates down to a darker color. So I'm not sure, because I think you might lose the 3D effect of it with that. But boy, I'd sure give it a try,
Yeah.
because that would be great.
Oh,
Hey, can I have an overhead here for 1 second while I show you how to do this? Okay. Not only do we cut off the dog ears here, but look, this is how you're going to know you're sewing the pieces together, because see right here at the top, it's going to be flat.
There it is.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, that's genius.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Emily. That's a great question.
That's a really, really great question. Well, and it actually harkens me back to my first tumbler quilt, because we picked out, when we were at the fabric store, we did pick out an ombre fabric.
We did.
And I remember what we did was kind of had the layers of ombre kind of cascading through, so it's like you had the lights at the top, and then it kind of got darker as it went to the bottom. So that's maybe something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I think so.
It'd be fun to kind of intertwine that with your pattern.
Okay, we're gonna press our seams open
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
with our screaming hot iron here. Okay, go ahead.
And the directions will tell you which way to press.
Yes.
So let's see. Ooh, Pamela likes spicy orange chicken for her favorite Chinese food.
So many people in my family love spicy Chinese food, and I am not a big spicy fan.
Yeah.
And so we sometimes clash there with our chicken
Exactly.
because people are wanting it spicy and I'm not. So
I know, it's like I like a little zest in there, a little good flavor profile. But yeah, you're right. It's like,
you can tell that school is out because that was my granddaughter Oakley calling,
oh, good.
seeing what I'm doing. Hey, Lola. All right, we're pressing our seams open. Listen, I made probably 10 of these in less than an hour.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Well, they're just so easy if you cut all the pieces, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll cut some more. We'll sew all of our blocks. It'll be great. Okay, so look how everything's lining up. We're making sure we have that great 1/4 inch seam. Okay.
That's perfect.
Okay. Already we have 2 halves. Okay.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So I have a question about binding from Miss Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Which strip dies do I need to make flange binding?
Okay, that is one of my favorite ways to bind. You're going to need the one that cuts a 1 1/2 and one that cuts a 1 3/4.
That's right.
Okay, those are the 2 strips you need. The flange part, the little color that's going to show, that is going to be the 1 3/4 inch strip. I know.
Right, which is kind of counterintuitive when you think about it.
Counterintuitive when you think about this. Okay, so now I just got to make sure I lay out my fabric right and do it again. So here we go.
Perfect.
We have all sorts of great stuff here.
Oh, Susan had a comment about the ombre. She said you can cut out different shades of the same ombre.
You can cut out different shades of the same ombre. Yes,
So like,
you
yeah,
can.
like kind of gradiate
I see
them
what
and-
she's saying.
Yeah, that could be really cool.
I see what she's saying.
Good idea, Susan.
Okay. Okay, so here I'm going to cut some more because look how fast it was to cut the first ones. And I just need 2. All right.
Doing great.
Again, a really great easy dye, a great way to use up your scraps. You could make all of the diamonds the same in color, the Chinese lanterns the same color.
Yeah.
You could totally make them scrappy, like completely scrappy.
Yeah, totally.
That would be fun.
That would be really
I feel
fun.
like if you're going to make them completely, maybe you should have a solid in there, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah, just to kind of let your eyes give her.
Yeah,
somewhere to
give your
rest
eyes a little rest. Okay, here, hold on. Slide, don't lift. There we go.
Oh my gosh, and Pat, so the gal that was talking about the sparkling Moda fabric to do the diamonds.
Yes.
She also has Maryland panels, black and white.
Oh, well,
Like a
there you go.
Marilyn I mean, so like, could you imagine like a Marilyn Monroe panel with the diamonds going around as like your sashing?
She needs to show us that.
I really need to see this, Pat. Like, I really hope you tag us in the photos so we
Yes,
can
be
check
sure and
it
tag
out.
us so we know. Okay, so now I'm going to lay out my other half of the block. Look how fast I cut those.
Oh my gosh, and look at how well
know.
it just goes together.
It just goes together so fast and so easy. Okay, so the question is, which AccuQuilt color is right for me? So while I'm sewing blocks, quarter sections. Emily's going to answer that question for us.
Okay, that is such a tough call because all of our cutters have such great purposes for them. Like the Go Me is fabulous for on the go, for younger quilters who are kind of getting, getting into the groove of things.
Right.
The Go Big obviously is great for folks who, might have a little bit of mobility issues that they're dealing with and, just want the ease and the convenience of that push button mechanism.
Right.
I personally, the Ready Set Go is dear to my heart because it is what I started with when I first began at this company. I love my Go cutter. The fact that it's got the Go cutter with that hand crank, and it's gonna fit like 90-something% of our dies.
Yeah. There's just a handful that are built just for the Go Big.
Exactly. And then, with that Ready Set Go, you're also gonna receive the 8-inch cube, which to me that's the perfect size block to get started with.
Oh yeah.
And then you're also going to get that 2.5-inch strip cutter, which is perfect for jelly rolls and binding. So to me, it's like, that dream cutter is in that perfect bundle, just all ready to go. And all you need is fabric after that.
Right. Just add fabric.
Just add fabric.
Okay. All right, so here's this side. Now we're going to do this side. Okay. Now look at all of our fabric we have cut.
Look
We're
at
just ready to go here. We can just
Yes.
make so many of these. And I would do that, quilters. When I was making my blocks, I cut out all the fabric first, right? And then you can just chain piece.
Oh yeah, then you've just got your piles and you can just go for it all
Right.
day long.
No pun intended, but yes, you could just go for it. All right, what kind of Chinese food are people liking?
Oh my gosh, all of the Chinese, what aren't they liking is the
All
real
of the Chinese
question.
food. Okay, you want to hear a funny thing about me? I don't know.
I would love
should
to.
now I have to tell you, right? Because I said you want to hear this funny thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we love Chinese food at our house. I do not. I go to Chinese for the fortune. I love fortune cookies.
same.
Only for the fortune. I don't ever eat the cookie.
Pam, but your wish doesn't come true unless you eat the cookie
Okay, don't ever
first.
tell me that. I've lived my whole life never eating the fortune from the fortune, or never eating the cookie.
That's,
Yeah,
I love it.
isn't that funny?
It is
So
hysterical.
at our house, everybody calls dibs on the fortune cookie. That's mine. I get the fortune, I just don't eat the cookie.
That's great.
Isn't that funny?
That is so funny.
The things we talk about here on AccuQuilt Live. Okay, so look, I'm pressing my seams open. They're gonna lay nice and flat.
Yes.
I just think it's so fun.
I love how Chinese food has kind of become like, it's like the informal or like the unspoken like go-to holiday meal. Like
Oh,
if
yeah,
you're,
yeah.
if you're not doing like a roast beef or the
Right, if you're not
traditional
doing prime
kind of
rib, you're
turkey
doing
dinner.
Chinese.
Exactly, you're doing Chinese because why not?
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. And next year, 2023, is the year of the rabbit.
Oh, really?
Okay, in the Chinese New Year's. Okay, look, I managed to cut all sorts of pieces. I could make so many more blocks. We've sewn them correctly with our 1/4-inch seam. Now we're gonna sew them together. Now these quarter blocks, I'm gonna make sure that they line up really well here. And when I come here to the bottom,
Yes.
you're gonna see, look, how it's gonna come right here to this edge. So you just really wanna make sure they line up. Take your time. There is no rush,
No,
okay?
just the Christmas rush.
Just, yeah. And boy, if you live anywhere in the Midwest, I hope your Christmas shopping is done because the snow is coming.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
I actually yesterday thought, okay, I don't have anything on my design wall because all of my projects are, my Christmas presents are done. And so I stopped and got some fabric yesterday to make a quilt this weekend. It's gonna be so cold.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing to do but quilt and drink cocoa and
Yep.
watch Christmas. I've been just dying to watch White Christmas and Holiday Inn.
Yeah, we were
this year.
talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I think this might be the weekend to do that and get a little bit of some of my UFOs worked on.
There you go. How many UFOs do you have, Emily?
Oh,
Do you have quite a few?
About 4.
Okay,
right
how
now.
long have you worked here?
2 years and about 5 months.
But you just started working with us a year ago.
October of last year. Yeah.
Okay. So did you make any quilts before you started working with us on our live stream?
Not a single one. Never.
So
ever.
you have UFOs because you've worked here a year.
I know.
Holy smokes. I feel like we got to work on that.
I know.
Maybe next year we'll have a little UFO show.
That would be a great idea.
Okay.
Get
Okay,
me
so look.
inspired.
Here we go. So now we've sewn our quarter blocks together. We're going to press to one side, okay, so that our seams are going to nest here in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to show you some little different ways to kind of look at this block, because I just think it's so versatile in the fact that you can use so many different colors.
Right.
Just
Yeah, you
gotta
can
make
do a
sure I'm doing
million
that.
different things.
Okay, tell us what people are eating, because boy howdy, I feel like I need to stop and get Chinese
Right.
food on the way home.
Okay, I've never heard of this before, but Julie says she has Buddha Delight since she's vegan.
Oh, so I know what this is.
Do you?
I do. It has vegetables and vegetable broth
Oh, yummy.
and noodles.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does. It sounds really
Well,
delicious.
Buddha Delight never hurt anybody.
Never Buddha Delight. Okay.
Happy name, too.
All of you people are going to say, what did you talk about on your show today? I'm going to say Buddha Delight, Chinese food.
Delight.
Okay, now look. When I'm getting ready to sew these halves together, look how I'm going to make sure they line up. Okay?
Oh, look at that.
All right, it's not flat there, but it will. All right, so take your time. I'm going to give this a little press here. Take your time. Make sure you're just taking your time, okay? And again, I sold like a half a dozen of these in no time at all. All right, here we go.
Let's see. I'm just
All
looking
right.
through. We've got some questions, too. And I think
Oh, please ask us questions.
Sandra was saying I would press seams so they nest together. That does not work on this. Oh, I think we just went over that.
Right, so I originally thought maybe we should press them so they nest.
Yeah.
But then they don't meet in the corners, right?
Oh.
So it works better if you press your seams open, because then you can see where your seams are.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just make a test block. Just practice.
Oh, yeah, and Erica says that, yep, you can nest them, but there's too much bulk at the point.
Is that the lovely Erica?
That's the lovely Erica. Lovely Erica. We love her. And then, let's see, is there a video for making that flange binding? Well, there sure is, Miss Patricia.
There sure is.
We've got all sorts of fun videos on our Facebook and YouTube, and there is one called How to Create Flange Binding Using Ghost Strip Cutter Dies.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. And all of our videos live on our Facebook and YouTube channels, so are on our platforms. So if you need to come back and watch this one, or think, oh, what did we talk about, or any of the ones, you can go back and watch them over again. Okay? So look at my block. Look how pretty.
Ooh, gorgeous.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna press this down so you can see, because it's all about the 1/4 inch seam. Okay, and look how perfect those pieces come together.
Wow.
Look,
Oh my gosh.
right? We sewed the 1/4 inch seam, we pressed our seams open, we cut our pieces correctly. It's gonna make a whole different look. Okay, so I'm gonna move this, holy smokes, because it's hot. And when we launched this video just a few weeks ago, the lovely Erica had some little step outs that I just kind of want to talk about, because this is such just a great block about color. I have so many Chinese lanterns pieces. Okay, so, all right, let's see here. Oh, Erica used grunge because she loves me. Okay. So here's how it's going to look if you put the same for A and B
Yeah.
And then C is just a solid.
Pretty.
So look at how pretty that is, okay? And then what if you wanted to change it up and put a little, here, these are what I want.
Oh, give it a little extra pizzazz.
Right, so if you're gonna use those pattern fabrics, that's just a really fun way to use it,
Oh,
okay?
totally.
And then if you watch the video of when we launched the die, you can see how these were used as a border, right? Because it makes an 8-inch block, so this is a 4-inch border. So a really great way to kind of, here, let's make some stuff up, right?
Okay, Pam, I love this too. Cynthia says that she thinks this looks like a big top tent, like a circus tent.
Oh yeah, like the Greatest Showman.
Exactly. And like could you imagine using like some of like the zoo animal dies or
That would be really cute.
we've got the Western medley with the
We
horse.
have an elephant die.
We've got the elephant. We've
We
got
have so many
so many animal dies. Yeah, and circusy kind of things. That could
That's
be
a
really
great idea.
fun. Yeah.
That's a great idea. I could totally see that too. Right?
That'd be a cute quilt or
Okay.
tabletop or something.
All right. So think of also using just the quarter blocks for borders and just really simple shapes there. You could totally go like this.
Oh, that's pretty.
Kind of
Love
get
that on a
mountains.
border. Oh yeah.
I like this half block.
Yeah, it's a really nice looking building block.
Right. Okay. And then the last thing I want to show you is, we always talk about turning our blocks on point. And this one really has a completely different look when you set it on point.
It really does, doesn't
Right? Because here's the Chinese lantern.
it? Yeah.
And now it's kind of just offset a little bit.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Really cool.
And then you would use your 8-inch setting triangles for the sides and the edges.
Yep. I'm pretty sure we've got a bundle for that on the website, just saying.
Oh, see? There you go. All right. So you're going to need a total of 16 blocks to make the Go Gemstones wall hanging. And again, that's a free pattern at AccuQuilt.com. Once your blocks are sewn together in rows, use your 2.5-inch strip die to create the border. And then once the quilt top is done, add batting and backing, then pin or baste. Quilt is desired. Use your favorite binding method, including flange binding. And don't forget to share your finished projects with us on all of our social media platforms. And Emily, what's the hashtag they use to share with us?
AccuQuilt built.
AccuQuilt built. Hashtag AccuQuilt built. All right, Emily, fun, quick blocks to make. Look how many you could just make so many.
Totally.
You could totally do this project in an afternoon.
Absolutely. could.
And I would quilt it like Stitch in the Ditch. So you could actually just
Yeah.
finish the whole thing in an afternoon.
Exactly.
It's winter and snowing. Everybody should make one. All right, the amazing Emily, would you like to announce our winner?
I surely would, Pam. I would love. All right, our winner today, if I could get a drum roll, please, gentlemen, is Ann Beck. Of Joshua, Texas.
Congratulations, Ann.
Well done.
Who's gonna get the Go Chinese Lantern die?
Woohoo!
Okay, so this is December and we have just a few more days. So let's talk real quick about the die to try for the month of December. We have just a few of them left. It's called the Priscilla Stripe die. And what size block does it make, Emily? Do you remember? 6-inch block,
inches.
which is super sweet and super cute. So here is one sample of kind of a scrappy block with a light background.
Love that.
And then here is just solids and a dark background.
That is so cool.
And I think that this die is really fun because, again, you could use these little pieces right here to create a really fun border, right? It looks like party hats. I just think it's really just a unique die that has
Even
been
like a
around.
shooting star kind of.
Shooting stars. That would be fun.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then look here as we
Our little
talk about just a
pinatas, our
little inspiration there.
Oh, look at it
So
go.
look at that. Gives it a whole different look.
gorgeous.
I love it. So Priscilla stripes, you can get them till the end of the month, which is next week. We have some in supply, so get yours today. All right, on behalf of everyone here in the Dream Studio, so we have Brock and Justin and Joe and the amazing Emily, our team offsite who helped us with all of our technical issues today. We have Alyssa and Morgan and Katie and who am I missing?
Alyssa, Morgan, Katie, Lauren.
Lauren, yep, all help us with our show. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. To learn more about your quilting craft, be sure to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for live events every Tuesday and Wednesday. You can check out the events page on the AccuQuilt website for more details on upcoming shows. And if you're looking for even more inspiration, visit our blog for exclusive tutorials filled with tips and tricks. And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more. Be sure to join me and Erica on Tuesday, December 27th at 12 noon Central Time as we count down to the new year. And be sure to join us for next week's AccuQuilt Live as we get ready for Valentine's Day. We're going to be using the Go Grandmother's Fan Die to create the Go Gingham Heart Throw Quilt. Be sure and register on our events page for the chance to win prizes. On behalf of our entire live stream team, we wish you a wonderful and blessed holiday season.